Okay, remember that they are changing my voice. I'm not gay, and I do not sound like some kind of gay-sounding person doing a PowerPoint presentation. So why are my videos not racist? And how does sabotage and provocation and persecution and fuming and poisoning, etc., justify my videos, the way I explain things, what have you? Well, first of all, we have to understand what's going on here. There are a bunch of whites and Jews and LGBT people in corporate groups, political groups, social clubs, CIA groups, you name it, who are trying to play me out for white, Jewish, and LGBT supremacy. And I'm the son of two doctors, one a brain surgeon who came here from Nigeria, penniless, and worked his way up. And Nigeria is one of the most stigmatized African countries. At the same time, it's where the smartest people in the world really come from. A story for another day. And of course, they sabotage them to try to cover that up. And I expect that the sabotage will increase in the future, not decrease. I anticipate that rather. Okay, one way or another, whether I make videos or not, because they like to keep the black man down and to paint a certain picture, and to kind of, and it's not a perfect picture. No, it's a certain picture. They use technology to try to put words in my mouth to try to throw off my speech, which also contributes to the persecution and the provocation. So that is something that everyone right now in this time understands. One of the scales I use when I make my videos is I ask myself if an attractive female of worth was watching my videos, would she A, believe me or them? B, would she respect me or them? In every single video that I've ever made, she would believe me and she would respect me, and she wouldn't believe them and she wouldn't respect them. You got to realize that people are very stupid, but most people aren't that stupid. Most people would believe me and respect me. And the top 50% of smart people, or the top 50% of people when it comes to who's smarter than who, would believe me and respect me. How much should I worry about retards and dumb sluts and inbred racists and nerds who are so nerdy and so quick to be a social norm fanatic that they miss the point of life, and they miss everything close to the point of life as well? How much should I make my videos for them? For gays at gay parades, how much should I tailor my videos to convince them? There's only so much convincing you can do. These people are lost in social norm fanaticism and political correctness and cancel culture. I've proven definitively, beyond a reasonable doubt, in hundreds of videos, maybe even over 1,000 videos, that no one is equal or greater than I am. I am the ideal person. I'm the top martial artist ever possible. Can you imagine a nerd doing some weird moves saying, hey, I could do martial arts too, trying to mock that idea? You might impress nerds with that tactic, but everyone knows that's some bitch-ass geek shit, and that isn't a solid argument. Winning the science fair, inventing a cure for AIDS, is nowhere near as potent and respectable as being the top martial artist ever possible. If there was a little kid who was a little bit nerdy but kind of sharp, who was listening to this video, who then came across them, they'd probably say something like this: you guys are dumb. You guys are really, really dumb. You really are. They'd probably say something like that. Most gays would probably say, who does that, referring to them and not me. This is not rocket science here. This is not brain surgery. It's not being the top martial artist ever possible, which is the most difficult thing to do. For you to understand why I'm right, it's very, very simple. Martial is marital scrambled as in marriage, not science. Not being a geek, right? The word Greek rhymes with geek, all these fraternities and sororities. That stuff means nothing. That stuff's an embarrassment. You people are an embarrassment. I'm not proud to be part white because of what you're doing and what you've done and what your plans are. It's very disgraceful. You have no problem disgracing your whole races, your nations, your religions. You have no problem whatsoever. You go straight to disgrace, and you make rhyme. You make certain things rhyme, and you talk about rhyme and reason, right? When you made your words, when you made your language, right? And you believe in embracing the disgrace, and that's fucking pathetic. That was the plan for your offspring. Very dumb. How can you expect anybody from your groups, especially from your patriarchal lines, to respect you or what you've done? Then you think the answer is to be some kind of sadistic person, some kind of sexually sadistic worm, some kind of corporate demon. It's very stupid. There are no words for how disappointed I am with the governing class, and how sealed in hell all the world is after my flesh dies, except for any individual who obeys God through me in a timely fashion, when no one should reproduce no matter what. Again, why do I say these things? Because racist people try to put their families and their races, while they're in an extreme state of disgrace, mind you, on top of everything else, above what is universally ideal in the minds of people, and only dumb fucks believe them and not the Son of God. And so I put them in their fucking place. I've done so in many ways. In my top martial arts challenge, they were tail tucked. Their families, their groups, you name it. Their religions, tail tucked. I made it clear to them. This is about spiritual power. They were tail fucking tucked, shivering under a blanket, because I'm in God's true spirit, and they're in some kind of psychology sissy state. I mean, come on, you all know this. I conquered those motherfucking cowards. And there's nothing they can do. Change the sound of my voice? Which one would you rather be? The top martial arts ever conquering these cowards when they put their heads together? Billions of them? Or some kind of sissy punks that change my voice to make it sound corny when I explain? Which one would you rather be?